For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
The gun to give to Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
He'll air this one out for Boyd.
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Tyler Boyd.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Casey Hayward on the coverage.
To throw again. Allen. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
The 47-yard line.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now left side on the swing pass. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mixon. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That lad's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, Allen being chased out left. He's going deep for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 43 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
6-0 our score after one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Come on! 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On the delay, it's Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll give it to Mixon.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Near the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Allen. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he will score. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 65 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That's it, baby. That's it right there. It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Burrow on 3rd down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
There we go, baby.
So it's on to halftime. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Bengals 14.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Allen now on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Man open left side is Brown. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the
Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, get his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. That's the way to make Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And all the way down to the 42. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
At the 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 36 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans now just about ready to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Allen. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off. After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen to throw once more. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point coming now for Nugent. Can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on...
This is Destiny Music.
Hey, yo. Yeah. Thank you.
After the game, I was even more sore than I expected I would be. I suppose that should have been a sign that the news I'd be getting from Coach wasn't great. The news was devastating, especially since I'd already worked so hard to come back from this injury once. But because I had come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again. I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. Felt like a rookie again. Only this time I knew I had even more to prove. The thought of never stepping on an NFL field was all the motivation I needed to not only get back, but to be an even better leader than I had ever been.
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback. First and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They run the option on second down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
21-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Plenty of excitement in this stadium and all throughout the league as we kick off another NFL season. And there's no shortage of storylines to keep an eye on across the NFL. But, Charles, what has you most intrigued about this matchup we're about to see?
Well, it's almost embarrassing to admit because it's essentially low-hanging fruit. But I'm as eager as everyone at home to see the return of one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He came back for one playoff game last year, but he admitted that might have been a premature return. Now with an entire offseason, training camp to prepare, he's ready to lead his team again.
Well, certainly they're hoping that he continues to pile up those completions. And, Charles, we heard him go on record and say during the offseason he kind of reevaluated his approach to the game. So with that being the case, what are you expecting to see from him this year?
And one of the things you pointed out before we even got to this game was just how refreshingly honest he was about how the injury forced him to change the way he plays. I think that he knew that in order to be successful moving forward, he had to take film study a little more seriously, take care of his body a little bit better, and really get back to the basics of the game and focus on the mechanics. And I think that he's ready to roll now.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Jackson to return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. Allen now on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
to throw again. Allen over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Over the middle, complete. That's Rhodes. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. This is Henry. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson.
Holding offense. You gotta be kidding me.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Watson. That one taken in by T. Higgins. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
3rd and 2. Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise...
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Allen. Over the middle to to Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On first down, Allen. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton.
Get it! Get it! Watson's pass intercepted. The
Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
A final shot before half for Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So we reach halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Throwing on first down is Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Rhodes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And he picked up another first down there.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. zone now. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First down carry here for Johnson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down throw complete downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Now a first down throw. Watson looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Touchdown, Houston. Dante Pettis, 36 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches in.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. To try again after the sack. Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
On play action, Allen. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
46-yard line.
Now Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And that is incomplete. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. But now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
And again, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So apparently
some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans can take the lead with an extra point.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Back to Brown, this time complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. We have more on that one and another 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his...
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's going to let it fly. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
On 4th down, Watson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out right at the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Houston.
Now Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And this will be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now it's Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands.